I think for me, breaking the news to my family was the most difficult part because my son was involved in that because he was over 18, but he said that he wanted to know what was going on. He felt like, I'm old enough now, please share it with me. And I immediately told my family, and just the look on their faces, like, no one wants to go through it, and no one wants to see a loved one go through it. And the pain on my son's face spoke volume. And I just tried to keep it together for him because if I break, then I'm feeling that they will not be able to withstand the journey with me. But having family support and things of that nature really, really did wonders on my journey.
For sure. We didn't tell the kids right away because we knew it would be very traumatic for them because an association with cancer to them is death. And for me, it wasn't. I was destined. I said I was going to fight. And the fight wasn't going to be about me. The fight was going to be about my children because I knew how hard it was for me losing my mom. And that was the scariest thing for me is I remember the pain with losing her. And that's all I could imagine was my children going through that. So all I knew was I had to fight. I had to fight. When I told them, it was very difficult. It was very difficult for them. They immediately thought that I was going to die. And I told them, no, we are a praying family. And we are going to pray. We are going to fast. We are going to do everything in God's will to get us through this. And we did. They were very, very supportive. My husband, if I never thought I loved that man before, after my cancer, I loved him to a higher level that I didn't even know you can love anybody. He was there every step of the way. And the support system when you're going through something like that is everything.
For me, I found out literally the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, and we were hosting. And God bless my parents. If I wanted to throttle them before, I had a whole new respect for them because my dad actually, his mom had breast cancer, and she has passed away from cancer also. So that Tuesday before Thanksgiving, I get the phone call. I don't tell my daughter. I don't tell anybody. I tell them, and they're like, well, what do you want to do? It's on you. Everything was on me. It was my call because it's not their cancer. It's my cancer. So I have to figure out what I want to do with it. And so I'm not going to tell anybody. Nobody's going to know anything. Not until I'm ready to tell them, because their first question is always, well, what kind of cancer is it? What's going to happen? Mm-hmm. What about this? What about that? I don't have those answers yet. I just know that I got the call telling me I have cancer. My grandmother knew I had a biopsy, and on Thanksgiving, well, what happened? Has the doctor called you yet? Do you know, I could have won an Academy Award because I'm just like, no, but you know what they said? If we didn't hear anything because it's Thanksgiving weekend, it's not a big deal. But I knew. So that week leading up to everybody, me telling everyone, I made it a point to tell my brothers and then tell my daughter. And my daughter took it the worst because it's just her and I. So for her, it was, I'm losing my mom. Mm-hmm. So for her, it was kind of like, my mom's leaving me. Like, I can't, it's her and I. Like, that's it. And I have to tell her, you know what? You can't get rid of me that easy. Nope. Sorry. No, let's fight. And if I gotta go down swinging, we're gonna go down swinging, but it's gonna go down. And it's not gonna happen. But I got lucky because of my dad and my mom. My dad took the reins and he made it easy for me because he called all my uncles. Mm. I didn't have to make the phone calls. He called all my uncles. He called my aunts. He called his side of the family.